Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the PL-300 exam preparation series where we are looking at the second learning path, model the data. In this video, we will continue to explore the topic use calculate to manipulate filters. In the previous video, we saw that how modifiers can be used to add context. And now in this video, we are going to explore the modifiers that are used to remove the filter context inside the calculate. So now let's go to the Power BI desktop environment. So here I am inside the Power BI desktop environment, and this is the visual that we created for the last video where we used keep filters. So now for this video, I'm going to just do a create a new visual, and instead of creating a new visual, I'll just use the copy property. So I've copied this particular visual and I'm going to the new page. So I'm going to a new page, and here I'm going to paste this particular visual, and rest of the working we are going to do inside the same visual. So what is removing the context? So remember that we saw that we added filter context to the through our measure in the previous video. So let's go to a model view here and let's look at the same example that we have been looking. So here I have this relationship between the regions, and this relationship allows the filters to flow, and then these filters actually end up in the transaction data, and then based on the measure that we have, we are able to calculate the per region cost. So this is what we have been doing inside this visual. So by removing context, we are essentially talking about something which is similar to the thing that I did where I actually deleted this particular relationship. But once we are talking about removing the context, we are actually not deleting this relationship, but doing something similar, which is like I have deleted the relationship. So some kind of a process which actually mimics that, but we are not doing it physically, but we are doing it through the DAX function. So now let's look at this functionality through another DAX function, which is the remove filters function. So let's now go back to the Power BI report view and let's create a measure which kind of mimics the same thing that we did in an earlier video where I deleted the relationship between the regions table and the connectivity of the regions table with the stores table, and the way it disconnected everything. So now let's do it. So I have created a new measure here, which is shown here in the formula, and this is called total cost remove filters. This is the one. So I have added remove filters, and what I have actually done is that I have used the remove filter function here. So what the remove filter function actually is doing is that it is introducing another modifier inside the calculate statement, and inside the remove filters I have passed on the name of my regions table. So let's first see how this actually measure is working. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm simply going to bring this particular measure here inside this visual, and let's look at the response of this particular measure. So what is actually happening? So if you remember that once I deleted the relationship between the regions table and the stores table, I actually got this kind of a response. So now I have not deleted. So if I just go back and show you, the relationship is still there. But what I have done here is that I have, instead of deleting that relationship, I have simply put the regions table inside the remove filter function, and it is now doing the same thing that it was doing once I was actually deleting that relationship. So this is how we are actually removing the filter context. We are modifying the filter context by actually removing things out of it. So this is the impact that you are seeing inside this particular visual. One other feature of this particular function is that if you have this kind of a relationship and if you delete this relationship, then it does not allow any filter to actually flow. But the remove filter function gives you this flexibility that you can either specify the entire table inside the remove filters like I have done here in the regions, or it also allows you to actually mention the name of any particular column. So what actually happens is that the filters can flow for a particular column and you can block the filter flow from any particular column. So if you want that, okay, I do not want my filters to flow from the regions, sales regions column, then instead of putting the name of the table, you can just put the name of the particular column. So then it is going to block the filter flow from the sales region, but it would still allow filters to flow from the other columns. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to, instead of the name of the regions table here, I'm going to put the name of the sales region column, and let's see what is the impact. Now here I have actually changed this measure. So instead of the sales region, I have included, instead of the regions table, I have included sales region. And you can see that there is absolutely no change here in the results. So it is actually it is actually working in the same way that it was working previously once there was the name of the regions table inside remove filters. So now I am going to actually see the impact of this sales region. Remember that I said once you put the name of a column, then it does not stop the flow of the filters from other columns. So now let's go and see how we can actually verify this, that if I use the same measure inside another visual, and let's see how we can see the impact of this. So what I'm going to do right now, I am going to actually create a copy of this visual. So I'm going to say Control C, and then I'm going to click on Control V, so that I have very quickly another copy of the same visual. And now in this visual, instead of the sales region field, I am going to bring in the sales district. So let me just select the sales district. So now here you can see in this area that there is absolutely no difference between between these two measures. So here in the remove filters total cost, now the filter, because the filter that was being removed, the context of that was being removed was of the sales region, but now we have the sales district inside this visual. So now the filters are working exactly as these should be working. And previously, because we had sales region in this visual here, that is why we knew that the filters were being stopped. So it was working exactly as if the entire relationship was being removed. So this is how you can actually remove filters inside the calculate, and this is a very important functionality. So I am going to look at another function now, which is very similar to the remove filters function, and we are going to explore this function in more detail in another video, where we are going to talk about the table functions. But just to mention here that if here in this particular formula, if I replace this remove filters with another function which is called as an all function, so it is the all DAX function, then the functionality of that function is going to be just the same. So let's now create another measure with the all DAX function. So I have created another measure here, which is the total cost all measure, as you can see here. So what I have done is that I have simply replaced remove filters with this all, and I have kept the same sales region inside the all function here. So now let's test this, and the easiest way to test this is that I am going to pull this measure inside the same visual, and here you can just see that there is absolutely no difference in the result between remove filters and all. The only difference is that remove filters is a calculate modifier, but all also works in addition to being a calculate modifier, this is a table function. So this is the only difference that is between remove filters and the all function. Now let's look at another scenario where we see that how we can use the remove filters or the all function, the two measures that we have created, we can use either of these in that particular scenario, and that scenario is with that where you want to create percentages. So here we have Canada West, Central West, we have all the sales regions, and we know that we have the total cost for all these sales regions, which is listed down here. So we know that this is the value. So if I want to have a look at the percentage of Canada West from in the whole of this whole cost, then I can use the functionality of either of these measures. So I want to create a new measure where I want to see what is the percentage in terms of the total cost for each of these regions. So clearly I can see that I can simply divide this value by this value, right? So because now the filter context has been removed on this particular calculation and in this particular calculation, so by if I simply divide and bring this inside this visual, then I know that the context as it has been removed inside this particular calculation, then I am going to get the percentage value. So let's go and calculate this particular measure. So now I have created this particular measure, which is shown here, which is total cost percentage, and I have used another function, which is the divide function, another DAX function, which is the divide function, which simply divides total cost in the numerator and total cost remove filters in the denominator. And here you are going to find another value, which is 0. So I am going to explain this in a bit. So what I am doing is that I am dividing this total cost here with this particular value, and I should see a value which should be the percentage value. But before I actually go and pull this in the visualization, let me show you the syntax for the divide function. So here again I am inside the dax.guide tab in my browser, and here you can see that this is the description of the divide function. So what divide function actually does is that it allows you to safely handle the divide by zero cases. So if you have in the denominator any value equal to 0, then this can lead to a divide by zero error. So you have this particular area inside the divide function where you can specify an alternate result, and you can put anything here. So that is why I have put 0 here. So in any case, if there is a divide by 0 error, then I am saying that okay, do not put that error out there, just put in the value of 0, and I would know that this actually represents the divide by 0 error. So this is how divide function works. Instead, you can also use just the slash inside the formula, where you can just put the two measures, but this is the recommended practice that you use the divide functionality. So now I am going to bring in this total cost percentage measure that I just created, and here you can see that it is now showing the percentage value. So here it is showing it in the decimal format. So we have another video in the next section where we are going to have a look at the formatting options. So I'm not going to actually do that here, do this here, so that there is no confusion on this. But here now you can see that the percentage value is being shown here correctly, and this is only possible because of using the remove filters, or instead we can also do the same thing with the all function here. So now let's have a look at another scenario, which is kind of a rare scenario, and we are going to have a look at another DAX function that is used as a modifier. So in order to have a look at this, let me just take out this total cost all field from here, because we are just using remove filters. And let me just go back in the filters area here. So I am here inside the filters area. So remember, we have already seen how this filters area works, and here now I am going to select a few regions. So let me just select Canada West, Central West, and Mexico Central. So as soon as I select regions here, you see that this part is working exactly as it should, and this part here is working exactly as it should. So it is actually not because we have made a particular measure and we have put the field sales region inside the calculate. So it is also ignoring any filters coming from this particular area. But let's say if you have a requirement that you want that, okay, I have put the the sales region here inside this particular visual, and I am actually getting the results here inside this particular visual. But let's say if I want that the filters should come from this area. So I want a scenario where I am actually allowing the visuals from the filters pane or some of the visuals or some other visual here, and I just want that, okay, I want the filters from this area to actually act on this area. Then you have another function which is similar to the all function, and that function is the all selected function. All selected DAX function allows you to actually introduce filters from this area and from also any area on the canvas. So let's now go and create a new measure which uses all selected, and then we are going to have a look at its functionality. So now what I have done is that I have created a new measure, and which is shown here in the formula bar, and this is the measure which is now the total cost with all selected. And here I have replaced the all that we created just a few moments ago, and I have replaced it with the all selected. Rest of the measure is exactly the same. Now let's have a look at how this all selected is behaving. So remember the scenario where we wanted to actually allow filtering from this area, this filter pane here. We wanted a scenario where we wanted to the filters from this area to act. So now let's see how this is actually going to work. Let me just bring in the all selected from the measures pane here, and now this all selected measure is right here. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over to this particular area and I'm going to select a few values. So once I select the first value, you are going to actually see the difference even for just value. So just focus on this part and this part. So what is actually happening? So here where we are having a look at the remove filters, the filter of Canada West is absolutely having no impact here. But here the filter for Canada West, which is coming from this part, now it is getting filtered. So let me now add a few more values. So as I keep adding on values, you are going to understand the difference. So this is actually showing me the total cost without any filters being impacted. But here it is showing the total cost where the filters for the three values, the total cost for these three, which is actually shown here. Now you are getting this value here. So here now the filters which are coming from this, these are actually being entertained. But previously, once we had this total cost with remove filters, none of the filters even from this we saw, and again we are seeing here that we are getting the overall result. So it is not allowing any filter that is coming from any part of the filter pane or even any other visual. It is not actually entertaining. So this is a special case all selected where you can create as per your requirement. You can use the all selected function where it allows the filters to come from the filter pane or from outside the visualization, the scope of the visualization, and it is actually allowing those filters to come and actually change the context of the calculation, and that is why you are seeing the results as these are being shown here on the visualization. So to conclude this video, we actually had a detailed look at the modification filters or the modifiers, and we had a look at all selected and remove filters, and we saw an example that how we can change the filter context by actually removing stuff. And previously we saw how we can add something to the filter context. So this actually ends the modifiers part. So you can see there are a few others. I'm not going to cover these functions. You can just go and have a look at these functions and practice for yourself. But these are the most commonly used functions that we have seen. So in the subsequent parts of calculate, now we are going to focus on use relationships and the change filter propagation, which actually happen through the use relationship and cross filter functions inside of calculate. So I'll catch you up in the next video.